Hey, everybody, look at this. It's Thursday night already. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so ready to stamp and chat tonight. So I'm glad you're here as well. When you're coming in, just say hello to me, to the group, and get ready to stamp and chat. You might be working on something of your own. You might be stamping, you might be crocheting or knitting or diamond painting or just watching. Whatever you're doing, I welcome you. And hello, Alicia. First one on. Wow. So here, let me try and get myself centered. I was laughing because I had to come on late because I was laughing because I was messing around with my lighting. It's over here right now. Usually it's over this way. And I thought, I think I know what I can do. And the process basically blinded myself for a few minutes. So that was too intense. God, just what I needed after a day of looking at spreadsheets, blinding myself by basically the sun. As you know, I do not have a stage hand, so this is all me. Believe it or not, I know it looks super professional, but we're here to stamp, not to worry about the lighting, aren't we? We have good lighting at the table, and that's all that matters. Everything else is gravy. So I'm so happy to see so many of you jumping on tonight because I wanted to say hi to my friends tonight and see what you guys have been doing this week. And here we are, Friday Eve already, or for you friends in Australia, Friday morning. So welcome. This is Lisa Harden. I am coming to you live from a rainy Boise, Idaho. This is the Stamping Zoo Stamp and Chat, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of the beautiful products I'll be using tonight. So whether you are a paper crafter of 5 years, 10 years, 30 years like me, or whether you have never made your own paper craft, stick around. You might see something that looks really fun for you. If at any time you would like to shop with me, my link of the shopping link and all sorts of events and classes that I have going on right now are down in the district in the descriptions. The links are down in the descriptions. So feel free to click on those for more information and possibly registration. Okay. I would love to have you join me for a class, an event, for the Chopped monthly competition, and everything in between. Okay. Hello, Jill. Hello, Brene, Corinne, Cindy. Yay. Everybody's coming on. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm so happy to see you. It's been a good week. I was just, gathering my thoughts here as I was preparing, and I thought there were certain times of the week where I thought it's going really fast, and then there are certain times of the week where I thought, man, this is slow. I don't know. It was probably when I was at work, I thought it was going slow, and then afterwards, I thought it was going fast. Right? Not really. I like my job, but guess what? I like this a little better. So, oh my gosh. Hello, ladies. Trish, you've got to remember to do Chopped. I know that you probably got off schedule when you were jetting around the continent, but now you're back in town. So we'll get you back on schedule. It's okay. Chopped is always due on the 24th of the month. And we'll talk about it a little later on because I want to see more of you take that jump, take that leap, and join the Chopped competition. It's very fun now, and it only gets more fun with more entrants. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And if you feel intimidated about joining a Chopped competition, do not. It's for everybody. Okay. Hello, Sue. Sorry, I was going to say Sue and Beatty at the same time. Hello. You know what, Sue? You can't see these other comments that I'm talking to because they are over on Facebook. So I'm running it concurrently. And for right now, most of my viewers are on Facebook, but that's okay because we love the YouTube also. So whether you are watching me live or on replay, I welcome you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope you leave this crafting time laughing or smiling or having a few new paper crafting techniques in your pocket. Okay. Well, as I said, it's raining here. It's looked like it was going to rain all day long, and I think it's going to rain off and on the next few days. So I hope that all of you, I can't complain. It's the leap day. Happy leap day, everybody. Does anyone have a leap day birthday? I know that Carla, that just jumped on, everybody, Carla, don't be embarrassed. It's Carla's birthday tomorrow. So you can wish her a happy early birthday tonight. And yeah, she was telling me that leap year got in the way. Her birthday's supposed to be today. But here's the way I think about it, Carla. You actually have been having your birthday 6 hours early for the last 3 years. So now it's time to pay the piper. But the good news is you can celebrate today and tomorrow. Bye by us. Oh, thank you so much. Everybody is sharing, and I'm going to talk about that a couple of times tonight because as much as I love each and every share, the share numbers are getting a little low. And I give away sometimes a $20 or $25 prize every week because I love all of you so much. So if you are watching this and if you are enjoying it, please take a moment to hit the arrow button or the copy link and share this to your own social media sites. And then I promise if you come back and write shared in the comments, I will enter you in a drawing next week. And we are going to have a drawing later on during this video. And I'm going to be giving away the pets and more. You guys, this is a new online exclusive, not available to customers until March 5th, and it's very cute. So please stay tuned because we will be giving this away tonight. And I think there were 15 people that shared last week. And as I said, I am so grateful for that. But if there were 30, that would be better. Okay. I've always told you when there's 40 shares or more, I will start giving away bundles regularly. And so we have a way to go. But anyway, I'm very happy to bring that to you, but it's called a you share, I share. So when you share this video, you go into the drawing and then I share a gift. That's all that has to happen. It's as easy as that. Oh, look at that, Carla. Aren't you loving it? Everybody's sharing. Yes, it's going to be super cute. This is actually, well, I'll show you this stamp set when we point the camera down, but it's reversible, which is always fun and easy. So Kathy Walton says it was 27 for a high, however, 45 for a high tomorrow. Ooh, which means snow. Yeah, Kathy, we're about 50 degrees here today. And I think we're supposed to get rain the next few days. And I think maybe snow once or twice. But hello, Kathy Sheely. Thank you for sharing. I won't call it out every time, but rest assured, I see your comments. Okay. Even though it takes me a few days sometimes, I go through your comments. In fact, I just went through your comments from last week and I was reading about all the coffee drinks that you guys like. And you were making me laugh with all of the some of the short items and then some of the long items. The long items sound more like me. And Carla just likes tea, she said. So, little known fact about our almost birthday girl. Okay, everyone. So, why don't I just point you down and we'll get started? Okay. I want to show you what we're going to work with today. We are going to work with this beautiful sweet called Nature Sweetness. What else? And so, let me show you in the catalog where it is. And I've chosen 2 Avid cards to work on tonight, Avid level cards. That doesn't mean that you can't make them. That just means they're Avid level cards. Okay, I don't rate stampers, I rate cards. So we're going to make this one. What about that? And we're going to make this beautiful card. I wish it would show off a little bit better, but you know what? When we make it, it will show off all the lovely layers and patterns. So over on page 40 to 42, I believe, of your mini catalog, these products are available until the end of April. And yes, the 30th of April. And so, oh, it's got a 4-page spread. That's rare. Lots of cool ideas in the catalog itself and more in your own noggin, right? So anyway, we've got some beautiful paper I'm going to show you, some really interesting faux leather trim. two stamp sets and dies, and then some cork rounds for embellishments. And these cute little guys, I've been using the heck out of them. And so have you, because guess what? They're not available right now. They're supposed to be back in inventory on March 11th, though. So don't sweat it. It's okay. And if you are participating in my Zubilee Crafty kit, we will be uh, we will be featuring, or my designs will feature this bundle, which is out of the suite. So the Notes of Nature is what we're going to feature in the Zubilee Crafty Kit. You can read more about that in the description. And the links are in there. You can sign up at any time. And I can't wait to work with this. It's going to be so fun. But we're going to use it a little bit tonight. But we are going to focus on the other one called Lovely and Sweet. And let's see here. Well, this one, of course. But let's talk about this bundle for a minute, if we can. So the designers were charged with creating a stamp set that included vanilla, almond, and cocoa nibs. Yeah, cocoa nibs. And this was supposed to be a nature-based stamp set, but it's not supposed to rely so much on florals. Isn't that interesting? And so I think they did a beautiful job. I love the vanilla. I love the almond. I got to be honest, not so fond of the cocoa nibs. I love cocoa. I love chocolate. I just don't think it makes the prettiest image. But I had to look past that, because once I did look past that, I realized that this thing is stupendous. I mean, you saw the card that we're going to make. We are going to rock it. And I'll show you the other card too. I don't feel like surprising you tonight. I'm just going to show it to you. Now, this is an artisan card, and I don't know who made it because it was just in a general um, Facebook post from Stampin' Up, but it's so gorgeous. And we are going to make this card too. Yes, we are. You can do it, and so can I. And so, I mean, this gorgeous vanilla bean image. And then we're going to focus on the vanilla bean and the almond. Okay. If you love the cocoa nibs, then bless you and you go for it. But I am not going to focus on that. And that's okay. So anyway, there's lots of really cool elements in this bundle, and I wanted to kind of focus on this one tonight because, as I said, the Notes of Nature is going to get featured in my monthly subscription kit, and we make several cards and projects. I've been making about 6 or 7 cards and projects. And then I have been collaborating with Suzanne Netz, who's a Canadian demonstrator. And so we put together a tutorial that I think last month it had 12 projects and cards. It's not always going to, but like the month before it had 9. So you can count on lots and lots of ideas, um, along with lots of product. And yeah, so please take a look at that if you haven't already, because it's going to be a fun one. Okay, so now here we have all of these dies. I'm really attracted to this little tab die, and I love this. It looks like a ticket, I think, some sort of a ticket, but just cool label dies. And then, of course, little flowers and little greenery, and then die cuts to cut out the 3 main images. This is a bit of a, well, I definitely call this one a collage set, right? Which is not my strong suit, but I have really gotten better. I've gotten better because I just play with it. So anyway, this one too has definite kind of collage bits and pieces. Lots of this theme is supposed to kind of replicate a field journal. So you might be out in nature and sketching these things, okay, if you can imagine that. And so some of the paper leans towards that as well. But let me show you the beautiful designs in this paper. So when you purchase this paper, it's over here in the catalog, and it is uh, Nature Sweetness paper. And you get 2 sheets of each of these designs, and they are double-sided, okay? So let me just show you. Now this one, I only have this amount of this paper left. And so it's quite fun. Actually, let me see if this is washing it out. See, it's washing it out a little bit. Very fun though. It's like a it's like a print, newsprint. And we have this cool grid. It's hard to see this gold on the camera because there's a lot of gold on it. So anyway, then this is cool because this is one of those pieces of paper where you can chop it into 6 different pieces and you have 6 different card fronts if you want. Super easy. And this is where our vanilla for one of the cards is going to come from. And we have this, which is a bunch of script. I haven't taken time to read it yet. It is actual words, and I'm sure it's some poem or something. And then this cool kind of a ledger type paper. And this brown color that you're seeing is pecan pie. It's a very rich, beautiful brown. And here's all of those leaves. I think it's almond. I think it's the almond leaf. And then here, geez, I don't even know that I've stopped to look at this print. It's just like names and stuff. No, it's names of plants. So it says vanilla, planifolia. It's different, probably Latin things that I'm not going to try to pronounce. And then here are images, just like the stamped images. Beautiful. Wow. And you can fussy cut or die cut any of those objects with the dies so that you're going to use for the stamps. And finally, we have this one, also one of the floral little extra pieces. And I really like this. That's neat. It's just like this continuing pattern. Now, what I mean by cutting out images is you can, of course, stamp the images, right? And die cut them. But you can also just die cut them from the paper. So that is another way to make different techniques, etc. You can take this and then you can color on this paper with your blends or, hi, Donna, or with just dry watercolor pencils. This paper is not going to take water, but look, you can take all of these images and die cut them out and then use that and have beautiful embossing on the front of your card that you didn't even have to emboss. We like that. It looks fancy, but it was quick and easy, right? Okay, so the paper is a score. We know that. All right. So let's see here. Now let me show you this trim, and I want you to get a roll of this trim simply because you're not really going to appreciate it until you can actually feel it. It feels just like leather, which is what it's supposed to be, right? Faux leather trim, but it has some gold. It has like a gold shimmer over it. Let's see if we can get a good. Let's see if I can get a good. See, here comes the sunshine again. Remember I told you my lighting's wackadoo. There we go. And it's soft and pliable, and it is, it has a little, it's probably like an eighth or so thick. It's thicker than ribbon, but we are going to do some fun little techniques with it. And the catalog also has a lot of different suggestions for how to use this trim. Okay, so it's great for projects and it's great for cards. Don't let it dissuade you because it looks a little different, besides our normal ribbon, but that's what makes it so fun. Okay, there we go. That's a really cool shot of all the color of it. Okay, so I'm going to just dive right in, and then we will take a break and we will talk about all of my events a little bit later on, and we will have a drawing for prizes. That's right. And all that fun stuff. But let's just get into this because I'm kind of dying to just dive into this, right? So I prepared a few of the pieces and parts that we're going to need. Pecan pie card base. Now this one is the card that is in the catalog. So it's this guy. We're going to attempt it. I think we can do it. I think with your help, I can do it. And I'm sure if I do something wrong, you'll get me back in line. Please don't forget that while you are watching this, I would love it so much. If you're enjoying this video, please share. You just simply copy the link or hit the share button and then come back and write shared in the comments. And next week at this time, you will be in the drawing. And speaking of the drawing, we're going to be giving away this stamp set really soon from everybody that shared the video last week is going to be entered into the drawing. And it's the Pets and More. And this is actually an upcoming online exclusive stamp set available to all of the customers on March 5th. Or right now, if you're a demonstrator, do you know there's one more day left? Well, there's a few hours left to get that great starter kit special. Again, there's a link down in the description. I would love to have you on my team. Do you know how much fun we have at the Stamping Zoo? I mean, it's called the zoo, right? So we have fun. So please take advantage of that. You can get $125 in product plus this glass mat and its essential accessories for free, or you can get $155 of product for $99 plus tax if you want to skip the mat. Thank you, Cindy. She says she believes in me. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Leslie. Facebook stopped. I'm still on for most people, but you know, we are spanning across the world. So Lord knows what happens in between there and here. All right, so let's take the paper that's on this card. Let's see. I'll set it off to the side here. I think we can do that. It's not the best. It's not the best image because the paper is kind of shiny, right? Okay, there we go. All right, so this one has a die cut in the top of it that is this really cool, looks like notebook paper. And you can actually, this will perforate your paper and you can kind of make it 3D if you want, or you can tear it. So I am going to look at this and see how they have 3 dots over here and 2 over here. I'm going to try and mimic that. So these are just little techniques. I was going to do this ahead of time, and then I thought, no, I'm going to do this with my friends so I can show them little things that I kind of pick up on. And when I see that, I can actually take this to my trimmer and I can measure it, and then I can cut that paper a little more accurately to get it to scale of the card. Okay, so let's pretend I'm putting this on the measuring, and we're going to go 3 and then over to 2, and it's about, I think it's 3.5. Let me see what I have this paper cut at. Yep, I have it cut at 3 3/4. So close, Lisa. But I knew that would help me figure out how wide it was. I'll figure out how long I want it a little bit later. Okay, so now we're going to put the 3 and the 2. And so that's just, you look for these different clues because as a demonstrator, I can get the colors and the basic recipe for this card on our website. But what I don't know are the measurements. But it's okay because I can kind of figure it out using these different clues from the pattern or the die cuts or both. All right, running this through off screen, running this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, my chair's so squeaky. I tell you what, I tried to give it the once over the other day. And there we go. Isn't that fun? So let's see. You can see the perforation right here. It's a functional perforation. So feel free to, you know, fold that in half or tear it apart. Looks kind of neat. Yeah. Okay. And then I know this is going to need to be shorter. And so again, I'm kind of taking my hint, and I just know from cutting a lot of cards that it's probably going to be like 4 3/4. But let me take a look at that. Let me take a look at 4 3/4. I like it. Might even be 4.5, but we're going to start at 4 3/4 and then take a look again. And we're going to look at the picture. And I know that this is a standard card base. That was the other clue they gave me. And I like it. All right. We like it. Okay, and then this is paper that I have for the insert. I have a 3 3/4 by 5 insert. That's just kind of a normal thing I do. And then I have some others that I pulled to stamp our image. Okay. As far as die cuts, we need to pull again from this Notes of Nature die set. And we are going to do this one, which is so pretty. Just this long strand of greenery. And look at the embossing that's in it, too. And then I am going to help us in advance. Guess what? I remembered to put adhesive sheet down on this. Okay. And this was just an offcut that I had. So that's why I'm using that size. And actually, let me grab the mini. The mini is so much more convenient for when I'm talking with you guys. So I think can I get the plates? Remember, I've got this whole, fancy setup here now. I'm so fancy. Not really. Oops. We're going to make it. So, update on the children, of course. I took that Tango in today, and he got his staples out after his little surgery, and he was so happy to be at the vet. He's such a wing nut, but I like that he can be calm at the vet, right? And if I did not, I left cash in the car, and if I would have taken cash in, they would have both been nervous because Cash doesn't trust the vet. He's not having it. He doesn't care if they talk sweetly to him or pet his head. He's just not buying it. Whereas Tango, as I've told you many times, would go home with any hobo, murderer, killer, whoever looked his way, he's friends with. So that's just how it goes. So anyway, we got his little staples out, and it looks really good. And you know what? He didn't bother it the whole week. It was very odd, but I am happy about that. So I didn't try to have to put him in a baby onesie. Now look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Stampin' Up, just cool it. We already know you're fantastic. Now you're just showing off. I love that. It's so pretty. And it's a cool element. Well, for a lot of reasons, but one thing I really like about it is it's a vertical element, and we have lots of horizontal elements, don't we? We tend to take our sentiments horizontally, we take our patterns horizontally. And so to have this vertical die is a really good reminder that that's a definite piece of interest when you're making a card, is to put something vertical. So while you can use it horizontal, it's screaming to be put vertical. So we shall comply. I know. Hi, Jan. It is so pretty, isn't it? So this is an old olive. Again, I am taking my directions from some documentation that we get as demonstrators. So just an FYI, if you're a demonstrator, you have access. But if you're just shopping with me and you want to make a certain card that you see in the catalogs or online or anything, just let me know. Because if I can't figure it out, then I have another resource and we will figure it out together. Okay? All right, let's do a little stamping and coloring with blends. Ooh, my favorite. Well, it's all my favorite. Let's be honest. It's all my favorite. So these are cling stamp sets, red rubber. I slightly prefer them over photopolymer, but when you need two-step stamping, then you need photopolymer. That's all there is to it. Now I have put this paper in here because I don't like these stamps. I don't like the cling label sticking all over the situation. You could definitely put this on Stamparatus if you still have it, but can we just look at this for a minute? Look at this beautiful line drawing. These almonds. Who likes almonds? I love almonds. Love. And so that's gorgeous. And we are making this card as designed. So I see that they have pulled. See how these sweets really work in conjunction with each other. They've used this little guy which is gorgeous. So we're going to stamp a couple of those. That's that block's way too big. Hello, Lori. How are you doing? Lori, I didn't send your stamp set out yet. I just saw it when I was getting ready tonight. So you will be getting your prize patrol. I promise you. I'm going to send it out tomorrow. Sorry about that. You know, time flies. It is you don't even have to be having fun and time flies, so you may as well have fun. Yes? I think that's a good way to approach it. I'm trying to get another block out of here and not move this beautiful lighting. I am going to change the sentiment. They used "Thanks for making me smile," and I really wanted to use the one from The Lovely and Sweet, and it says, "Just sending a bit of love your way." I think I can use that for so many people. This is a very all occasion type suite. It's also, I think, a beautiful representation of the elusive masculine card, right? We always want to make a masculine card. And I mean, really, my forte is feminine cards, let's be honest. But when you need a masculine card, why not choose something like this with these bold images and there's nature, right? But there's floral, but it's not over the top. And who doesn't like vanilla? Or you know what? They might really like the cocoa beans. I mean, the cocoa nibs. So there's something for everybody. Okay, let's see here. I think, no, that's not it. We also need, oh my goodness, they're having us use another one from Notes of Nature. Okay, I guess I will allow this because it's such a cool card. So this one's just, remember when I showed you the designer series paper that had the ledger print on it? Well, this is just mimicking that design. And this is actually on the base of the card. So I'm going to bring that in first, and let's do that. And let me get Mr. Chamois out. Let's see. Oh, it looks a little bit cleaner over there. And so we're bringing on pecan pie or pecan pie, however you say it. It's kind of a north versus south thing in the United States, I think, based on the pronunciation. Now, Australia, I don't know. I don't know what you guys do, so you can tell me. And we've just got some various, they have stamped this kind of on the diagonal here, and definitely let's vary it. All right. And I know you can't see that. It's very faint, but there we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Maybe this is up a little too high. I don't want to make it go too goofy and low. That's pretty low, but let's see. You know, it's not a smart idea to start messing with that thing when I'm live, but feeling cocky. Now I'm going to bring it down here and go sideways. And let's do some more on this side. Now it's going to be covered up mostly with our designer series paper, isn't it? So we're kind of just doing some of the outside. And then should I have any on my mat, you can simply just take the chamois you're using or take the chamois that came with the Glass Mat Studio and clean that off. I love the Glass Mat Studio. If Donna's still here, she does too. Little secret. We love it. That's how you know is we use it a lot, right? So it's so many little handy things about it. I'm in love with it. Okay. So then this is going to look a lot better when we cover it with our paper. Isn't that neat? It's such an easy trick and one that I'm always happy to be reminded of. Now I know we have a little bit extra of this die cut than we need, but I'd rather have too much. And so we might cut little bits of it. You can use it and you can cut it apart and tuck it into different pieces and parts. Exactly, Donna, right? Who doesn't want the glass mat? I would love to get one of you to sign up with me tonight and buy that glass mat, and then you can tell me how great you think it is. So let's see here. It says that it is stamped in Memento. It doesn't really seem that dark, but I'll go with it because guess what? If we don't like it, we can just turn it over and use gray or basic gray or gray granite or something like that. Or actually, is it not Pebbled Path? I want to say it's in Pebbled Path. Let's just stamp it in Pebbled Path. I'm gonna overwrite this. You say pecan. Okay. We heard it here first from Leslie, official Australian. Okay, so let's try this with Pebbled Path. And I think I've told you guys this before, but my mom said when she was a kid, we call almonds here. Okay, that's how we pronounce it anyway. And she said that her cousins from California came up and they said, "Hey, you kids, do you want to go get those almonds out of the back of the car?" And they were so excited. Okay, to remember, I come from simple people. All right, it was before the internet too, you young kids. And so anyway, they went to get these almonds and see what they were, and they were like, "Oh, they're just almonds." Okay, now can we just take a moment? This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I can almost smell the almonds. I bet the tree smells like almonds, right? Why wouldn't it? And I think we made the right call with the pebbled path quickly becoming one of my favorite colors. Pebbled path is featured in this suite, so I know it goes together, right? Yes, she's right. Donna says, get the glass mat now or wait. They haven't told us. What? Alicia, your brother named his oldest child Almond? Is it almond or almond? Very interesting. Oh, is there like a reason for that? Or what happened there? I'm curious. That is interesting. Okay, so we're going to continue then with our stamping because this is going to be cut out, right? And so I put my pebbled path away too quickly. You know that I have a bad way of doing that sometimes. I put stuff away too quick. And then I wonder, where the heck did I put it? Oh, brother. Guys, I'm working in like a 2-foot span. Couldn't have gone far. Oh, Alicia, you crack me up. Well, I mean, my brother and his sister named my niece and nephews some definitely different names. And now I just love them and it's totally normal. And I can't think of them being any other name, right? So it happens. Okay, we're gonna do 3 of those. I mean, look, these detailed drawings, get out of town. I bet a lot of you are signing up for my Zubilee Crafty Kit as we speak, because if you are liking these products, that's what's going to be in the Zubilee Crafty Kit coming up, you guys. It'll ship about the 20th of March. Dear Lord, I can't believe I'm saying that. But it will ship about the 20th of March. It will have a full pack of the cork rounds once they come back in stock. It will have a half a pack of the paper. It will have a half a bolt of the ribbon. And it will have all of your card supplies and project supplies pre-cut for you. And I will design featuring the notes of nature. So any of the die cuts that that I use from that bundle, they will not be die cut for you. But any die cuts that I use from this other stamp set or any other bundle, they'll be pre-cut for you. Okay, no stamped images are pre-stamped for you. That is a Stampin' Up! Policy, and I don't want to take that fun away from you because it is fun. Okay, speaking of fun, let's do a little blending. Okay, so again, I kind of knew the colors, but I didn't know all of the colors, and was very happy that Stampin' Up! Helped me in the form of a recipe. So we've got Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, Old Olive, and a little touch of Lemon Lime Twist. And that is on one side of the leaves. And I love how they added that in. I'm going to start with that because I think it's the going to be hidden by the most of the other Old Olive. But I'm going to start with light because I'm not sure. Actually, I will use the paintbrush end for this because there's a big area I'm trying to cover. Ooh, pretty. If you've never colored with these, I just suggest you go for it. buy yourself 1 or 2 sets. They're $10 a pair, so you get a light and a dark, version of the same color, and these colors do match or coordinate with all the other colors that Stampin' Up! Uses. I know most of you know that, but if you're a newbie, you might not realize that. And man, it just makes your crafting so much quicker. I think it makes it look more cohesive and beautiful. It's easier to get started because you're not trying to figure out what colors might work and you're not going up and down rows in a, you know, dimly lit craft store trying to figure out what's in stock. Oh, there's no way I would do that now. That does not even sound fun. That would rob me of all my stamping time. Okay, you guys, I am loving this. I want to send a card to all of you with this almond image on it. It's so beautiful. I've never seen a real, I don't think I've seen a real almond tree. If I did, I didn't like, I mean, I've been to California, so I probably have seen them, but I didn't know I was looking at them. Maybe. Now, maybe Alicia can tell us because Alicia, she has a nephew named Almond. But okay, now I'm bringing in the dark lemon lime twist, and I was thinking I was just going to kind of color towards the top. I don't know why, because that's just me. So it does take quite a bit of water to grow an almond. I think it takes a gallon of water per almond, or maybe 7 gallons. I don't remember. But anyway, it's a lot, and that gets to be an issue, right? Because there's been a drought in California for many years. So you enjoy those almonds because they take a lot of care. Now I'm bringing in the light old olive, and now's when we're going to start having a little bit of fun blending these colors. Now, one thing that's really cool with the glass mat is you see that I've been coloring with all one color. I didn't worry about coming in and blending right away. And that's because the color is not drying immediately on the glass mat. And it gives me more time to bring this in and work with blending the colors. Because when you color and you're using grid paper to do this, the ink dries out faster. And this, using the glass mat, just allows me a little more time to blend these colors because these colors blend best when the ink is still a little juicy. So, and then of course they dry quickly because that's just what alcohol markers do. And we like that part, but you can extend it just a bit and make your blending a little bit easier by using the glass mat. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of in love. Now I'm gonna bring the dark lemon lime twist in. I'm just figuring this out on my own, right? I'm gonna kind of bring this in. And if you make that noise, it works better. And I'm kind of going in between the two colors. Oh, yes. Good job. We're having a little Bob Ross moment here. I'm liking this. And you can see I'm not being particular about it. There's no perfect way to do it. And then what they have done, which is so genius, is they have taken the pecan pie and just touched it around the edges of the leaf. And I think that helps to make it very realistic. So let's see. Can we do it? Can we make it look realistic as well? I'm just gonna like let that sit there for a minute because again, the ink's still juicy. So it might be working well. Oh yes, this looks good. If you don't like one particular spot or you think it's too dark, guess what? Bring one of your other colors in. Now I'm going to bring the light lemon lime twist in. Actually, I'm going to use the bullet point because I just want to, now I'm kind of just fine tuning this. So I'm scribbling into the pecan pie. I'm going to kind of move it around. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Just a little extra. All right, now let's do these flowers. They did Calypso Coral, which is like gorgeous. And I didn't look up actual almond blossoms, but I trust them. I bet this is really good. The cool thing is, if you don't want to make them Calypso Coral, make them gorgeous grape because this is your card. Okay, I was just looking. Alicia says they had 4 kids and only one has kind of an unconventional name. I hope they rise to the occasion of that name and don't shrink away. Wear it proudly, right? Ooh, I'm loving this. Who else loves to color with the blends? I know many of you do. Don't hide. And don't forget, we're going for lots of shares tonight. You can help out the zoo by simply sharing this video. Only if you're enjoying it, though. I don't want you to share it if you're not enjoying it, but then you wouldn't be here very long. And I'm going to show you my appreciation by putting you in a drawing next week. I don't know what we're drawing, but the treasure chest is full right now. Cindy sent me some cool things and I bought some cool things. So we are good. It's all good in the hood around here. My gosh, it's staying lighter longer here. I know we're going to have, thank you, KZ. I know we're going to have a time change here and it's going to mess with my groove, but it's kind of nice now. Of course, it's dark right now, but it's 7:54. Um, and this is just a little bit of the dark color. And I'm not worrying about shading right now or anything. I'm just coloring in the center, kind of like they did in the catalog. Isn't it fun when you make something that's out of the catalog and then you're like, oh, look at this. I'm holding this actual replica of something that they thought was so nice. They put it in the catalog. Okay, now I'm going to do some pecan pie and is this light? Okay, good. Whew, I panicked for a minute. I usually come in and do the majority with the lighter color first because I feel like I'm kind of heavy handed. And so if I come in with the dark first, I have a hard time getting shading, right? Because I color everything with the dark. So I'm bringing in the light. I am not going to worry about coloring those stems. I mean, that's above and beyond. But if I was worried about it, I would take a watercolor pencil and just use it as a regular colored pencil. And I would color it that way. So just a suggestion if you really got to, if you just are set on coloring that. Okay, and so now trying to do a little shading, taking my hints from the lines in the almonds. And then, of course, I'm going to come in with, you know what? I'm going to bring in the color lifter, the unsung hero. You got to have a color lifter if you are going to use the blends. And I'm kind of flicking this away from the areas that I want to be the lightest. And then let's just give it a few minutes or a few seconds or whatever, and then we'll see. Cindy says she heat embossed these images earlier. Nice, Cindy. She's going to cut them out tomorrow. Well, Cindy's a go-getter, so I'm sure they look gorgeous. Okay, now let's see. I think that's everything. And we just need to die cut. Can I die cut this on the mini? I think so. I don't think it's too wide. It's 3 3/4. Oh, yeah. Gets right in there. You can do, this is not an official statistic, but You can die cut like 90% of our dies on the mini. It's just perfect. Okay, except when you misplace your plates. Where are my plates? Dear Lord, it can't be that far. No, they're not. Oh, they're on my windowsill. Right. Perfect. Roz. Roz is still thinking about our cutest cows bingo. We had so much fun on Saturday night. I have so much fun with these bingo players. You don't even know. Well, you do know if you were there. And we decided that it was so much fun to see you later, Cindy. Oh, you say when we're done. Yes. You're awesome for staying up. It's not necessary. I do record. But yeah, so we played bingo. We had so much fun. And I think our projects were super cute. And I loved how everybody came on live with me and you were showing everybody your projects. It's so fun. So we were having so much fun going live that we decided that we are going to do a live Zoom craft along now and then. So here's the deal. I will advertise it and you all are welcome to come on, but my hope is that you will show your face because I want to see you. And I don't get that opportunity when we're just here, right? And so, B, you need to be working on something. That something can be a Stampin' Up! Project, a non-Stampin' Up! Project. It can be paper crafting. It can be crocheting. You have to be doing some sort of handicraft, okay? So that's the only rule. And then after that, and I'm not going to record it, and I'm not going to be teaching anything. I too will be working on something. It's just a chance for us to get together, okay? So watch this page, right? I will advertise it on Facebook, and I will also tell you about it in my email. So if you haven't already, head on over to thestampinzoo.com. And once you're there, a purple pop-up box will ask you if you want to get the zoo news. And of course, you say yes. Enter your email address and your name, and then you will know when I go live with all these things. Oh, I like Snip and Sip. Jan, look at you, little sassafras. We're calling it Snip and Sip. That's it. That's so perfect. Okay, are you ready to be wowed? Wow. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay. It does cut off the name of the die, the name of the plant, but you can always add that back in. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. I know. I need to get going here. What? It does that sometimes. Okay. I need to get a move on. I'm trying to get a move on, but I chose 2 avid cards, didn't I? It's at 8 o'clock. Okay. After we finish this card, which is going to be shortly, we're going to have our drawing. So don't go to bed, you East Coasters. Hang in there with me. You can do it. Jean, is Jean here? Oh my gosh. I don't think I saw Jean, you guys. Somebody ran over to her place. Something happened to her. Dang it. I hope she's out partying or something. Jean, report to me. Are you here? I was just saying, Jean needs to have another cup of coffee. But you know what? I don't think she's here. She had other plans. What? Just cool it, Jean. I know you're watching me on replay. You just cool it, okay? You're grounded next Thursday. Okay, these things are so beautiful. I can't stand it. Stampin' Up, we love you. All right, it's the last night, the last few hours. Hello, Deborah. It's the last few hours for you guys to redeem your celebration rewards or earn your celebration rewards. I even have one extra place kit for my celebration. So if you hurry, place an order that totals $150 or more, you will earn that spot. And I already have the kit cut, right? So don't forget. But that's available until midnight. And only have a couple of the papers are unavailable. Stampin' Up, you knocked it out of the park. They did such a phenomenal job with keeping. Oh, Trish just placed an order. Good job, Trish. Trish is on my team, and I love my team. I got to remind them and make sure that they get all the good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. I think we have all the pieces and parts. Oh, we need a sentiment. But I think they use the Give It a Whirl dies. There must be a circle in there, but you know what? We're using a punch because that's enough die cutting. So we're going to bring in the pebbled path and do our sentiment in that. And where'd that little thing go? Here it is. Just sending a bit of love your way. One of these is the insert, and one is going to be, I think they're both the same size. So no big. And let's see here. This is for the inside of the card. So let me get this little guy, right? Just the little image in the bottom. That's what sets our cards apart. All these little extra things that we can do. Cindy, you are good. Yeah, and Della. Come on, Della. Ladies, you don't get off the hook. It's Thursday night. You have business to attend to. I'm using the 1 3/4 inch circle, and it looks like it is fantastico, but the die also cuts it. But I wanted a circle. They used a circle, and it looks good with all these other kind of sharp prints. And then I can't stand something being plain like that. It just looks too plain. So I am going to stamp off, and I am going to do a little second generation image just like that. Okay, let's put this beautiful girl together, shall we? Get out of town. This thing is gorgeous. Pretty enough to make it in the catalog, so it's cool. I wonder who designed this. I would like to tell them thank you right now, in case you're watching. I seriously doubt you are. Okay, insert. Check. Beautiful insert. Most of my card designs have inserts. When I send your kits out, most of them, I mean, if they're on white, no. But most of the rest of them have inserts. Okay? So just know I'm not going to leave you high and dry. Okay, let's look. This looks like it's put down directly. I'm going to put it at a jaunty angle. They don't have it at a jaunty angle, but remember, this is where we put our spin on the cards. I'm just using a little bit of the seal, and I am going to put bam right there. And then we have this piece is going to come in, but remember, we're kind of fiddling around with it. Might only take one piece. I don't know. Let's do like one up here. And remember, I put adhesive sheet on it, so it makes it so much easier, especially with this really fancy die that is embossed and cut. Because if you use liquid glue on these, sometimes the glue squirts out of those lines, especially if you use glue like frosting. You should not do that. Just a little bit of glue. Okay, like you just scrape it across the surface. And so I like it there. And then we had like another piece. I'm going to go ahead and use the top of this one too. And I'm going to put it at another jaunty angle. I think down here. And then, of course, let me try and pick this up without bending it. That wouldn't be very nice. Yeah, this is going to go kind of like right in there. Okay. And then finally, we have a little piece at the bottom. I'm still gonna trim some of the middle out because I don't want all that extra weight. That's always a good thing. Trim it off if you don't want the extra weight. Okay, and then this is gonna go, it's gonna kind of shadow this right there. Okay. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Well, it will. By the time we get to fixing this up, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, and then let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna stop this for just a minute. We're gonna do our quick reminders and we're gonna do our quick drawing. Once I can find my mouse. And we're only gonna get one card done tonight. Oh, I'm so sad. You know what that means though? I'm gonna come with you sometime this weekend. Okay, everyone, please know that, like I said, it's the last night to join this elite group of people who will be enjoying a celebration. It's a party, it's a game, it's a class, all in one. And it is online. So if you're in the United States and you place an order with me of $150 or more by midnight tonight, you have 4 more hours, but why wait until then? Okay. You will earn celebration rewards and you will earn your spot into my celebration party. Okay, everyone. Now, this is the Zubilee Crafty Kit I've been talking about. It is a monthly subscription kit. You get at least $25 of product in the kit, and the price is $45, which includes the shipping. And if you can cancel it at any time. It's very easy to cancel. But if you do cancel it at any time, or I'm sorry, if you decide to stick around, I'm going to treat you after 6 consecutive months of subscribing to the kit and enjoying the kit. I'm going to give you a $25 goodie bag full of all sorts of beautiful Stampin' Up! Things. So, as I told you, this month's kit will feature the Notes of Nature bundle, and you can either use that bundle or use something you have in your stash. Now, if you have all of the product and you just want the PDF tutorial with the color photos and the videos, then please just sign up for the online only option. This is available to people in other countries as well. So if you're in Canada, if you're in Australia watching me, you can still craft along with me. And the price of this is $15. Okay, please be warned. A super caffeinated class is coming your way. It will ship on or about March 20th. It is going to feature the new Latte Mega Class. Oh, so fun. Yes, so fun. We've worked with the products for this before. And so sign up for this as soon as possible because I'm going to place my first order for this product on March 5th when the product goes live. And I don't want you to miss out on that first round of classes because product goes unavailable for a time. I don't know that it will, but I know for sure it's available beginning March 5th. Okay. All right. We also have a stamp camp. If you're in the area or if you want to be in the area, come and stamp with me on Saturday, March 16th. We make 4 cards using beautiful products, just like we're doing tonight. And then your class is free if you place a minimum order of $25. If you can't find anything you want in the catalog, which never happens, but it's an option, you can just pay me $20 cash. Okay? Please sign up for any and all of these things using the descriptions below. And also put on your calendar June 14th and 15th. We will be crafting for 2 days straight. Well, I'll give you a little time for resting at the third annual Spring Fever Fest. It is here in beautiful Boise. You can get all of the details by clicking the link below. And if you want to pay a refundable $50 deposit right now, that helps me plan. And also, it will give you an exclusive make and take a kit that I'm going to make or that I'm going to give you at the event. Okay. Only for people who place the refundable deposit. Okay, let's pop over now and do our drawing. Share the screen. You share, I share. Here we go, ladies. It's all ladies tonight, but men can apply too. And we're gonna close the ads. That's annoying. Okay, here we go. Let's spin this thing. If someone's name comes up and they are out of the country, I will send you a card. Oh, it's Casey. Look at that, Casey. And isn't it nice that she won because she is the biggest cheerleader for sharing. What is that? Get out. There we go. We're going to oh, it went away. Okay, well, I was gonna take a picture of it, but it went away. KZ, please know you are the big winner. I hope you don't already have the pets and more because you have it now. It's gonna go out for you. It's gonna go out to you. You're so welcome. Oh my gosh, I love doing that so much. It's so fun. So fun. Yay, KZ. Good job. Everybody's telling you congratulations. KZ is a hard worker and she's a busy stamper too, aren't you, KZ? You make multiples. You make lots of cards. So I'm sure you're going to have a use for this cute little pets and more. It's got a dog on it that I think if there was any dog in our stamp set that's close-ish to a Havanese, it's this one. So, and then they have all these little accessories, the fish, the tennis ball. Oh, so fun. All right, I can't wait to send that out to you. It will be really fun. All right, let's get some dimensionals on this beauty, on this almond. Just almonds here. We're just plain people. Okay, and that's good enough. I think it's the next one. And I tried to leave some spots in here because I'm going to be tucking those little die cuts of the blossoms in amongst. Okay. Cindy Howard, when is your birthday? What? Oh, good, Kathleen. Okay, you're saying Cindy Howard, happy birthday. Cindy, did I miss your birthday? Did we talk about this at bingo? And I didn't remember. Oh my gosh. That would be horrible. Okay, and now, so my placement of that is a little bit different, which means thank you for sharing, Jeanne. I appreciate that so much. Jeanne is very good about sharing. She knows the scoop. Yes, I will mention again, KZ won that stamp set simply by sharing last week's video. So you do that by going down into, if you're on YouTube, you copy the link. And if you're on Facebook, you just hit the share. I think it's an arrow. And then you're good to go. Okay, where's the example? Okay, I'm going all out. One thing I forgot to do is I forgot to sponge this with Calypso Coral in the center. Sorry, I got too excited. Oh, March 6th. Okay, cool. She gives us the date too. Perfect, Cindy. I love it. Okay, we haven't missed it then. It's just coming up. I love it. Okay. I didn't run the blending brush in the center of this paper like they did. But basically, they took this, they put Calypso Coral on it, and then before there were any of these die cuts, they blended onto the designer series paper. Just a touch. Okay, and you can kind of see it coming up if you look on your page 40 of your catalog. I missed that trick. Okay, but I'm not going to miss this trick, and it's this. We're going to take some of this faux leather trim, and it's going to go behind our, actually what they did was no, they went back and forth 3 times with it like this, right? We know how to do this with our Seal Plus. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this now because I kind of varied it, didn't I? Oh, I don't want to hide the almonds. That would just be weird. I don't want to hide that. See, I should have pushed that up a little bit further, but everything's in place. It's too late, Lisa. You've got to do that. Okay, I am going to, that has possibility. even though I would cover up some of those. Uh-oh. Now I almost have to put it there. Let's see. I could put it like this, and then it would have, that's a weird little spot, but then I could put this over here. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, looks okay. Okay. That's what we're doing. And so I'm going to put this thing up on a dimensional. It's going to end up being a little element down here at the bottom. And I want a mini put up on that little piece that's a bud, because this is just going to be sitting out by itself. Okay, kind of like this. All right, now I'm going to take this and put some Seal Plus. Oh, good. I'm glad you're fine with your age. I am too. Happy to have made it. Some days I'm like, dang, girl, you are, you're happy. You're good. You're doing good. Embrace it. Okay, so both sides have gold on them. Okay, in case you're wondering about how to place this thing, don't worry, because you're going to get gold no matter what you do with it. And it feels like Seal Plus is holding it just fine. I almost want to put it up like this. Yeah, kind of like a little bow. So it is going to cross itself there. That's okay. We'll use dimensionals, strategically placed dimensionals, and I think it'll work just fine. Like I just rolled the Seal Plus over that thing. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a bow, but weird, weirder. All right, now where are we going to put this thing? I've got to figure out my placement. Okay, good enough. Let's get a dimensional here and really just here, I think. Maybe a mini at the top. The ribbons or that trim is going to hold it up, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but we'll put it there instead. I mean, just in case. They're small. Some never get to reach this age. Very good reminder. Yep, that's a good reminder. Always better than the alternative. Okay. Is this adorable or what? I'm loving it. Finally, let's bring in those cork rounds. I mean, let's gild this lily or this almond. Let's gild this almond and put some cork rounds on here. They are such a beautiful natural element. They're little, and I think you can send them just fine without extra postage because they're soft. They're not that high profile anyway, but then they're soft. So even the pickiest postman isn't gonna get you on this one. You know, sometimes they're all squishing our stuff, looking suspect, asking what's in there. What's in there? Do I have to tell you? It's just weird. Oh, this is neat. So many different elements on this card. I'm in love with it. So mine turned out a little bit differently, not surprising and not disappointing at all. Here was our inspo, right? Here's our inspiration. Okay, page 40 of the catalog. Here's my version. Loving it. Oh, I hope you guys like it. It was so fun to sit and make this with you. Takes a little more time, but we have time. Who cares? And so now I want you to know that I don't know when I'm coming on, but I'm going to come on this weekend. I'm going to make this card with you because it must be made. Okay. And I have all the pieces and parts ready. So those aren't going to waste, right? I have a little kit here for myself with all these beautiful colors. Pecan pie, pebbled path, pool party, and pretty peacock, right? I didn't know that that was going to look good together, but I appreciate them for showing me a little piece of this paper. And then it features, so we have a stamp that's this, the vanilla bean, that's much smaller. And remember when I showed you the paper where you could cut out 6 different card fronts? Well, this is just one of those circles that I have just fussy cut. And they did this as well. And they put it on its side. And we're going to do that. Okay. So you keep a lookout for me if you're around this weekend, and we'll have fun making cards together. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was really fun, and I can't believe our time's over already. How did that happen? See, I told you it's a thing that's been going on with me this week. Time is weird this week, but our time flew, right? So I hope you had fun. Once again, if you enjoyed this, please share this video. It helps the Stamping Zoo. Doesn't cost a dime. And so I love that. And oh, yes, that's so pretty. Okay, everyone, it's probably going to be sent out to one of you, right? Have a great night, wonderful weekend. I will pop in with you, and I'll see you all soon. All right. Happy stamping. You're welcome, Deborah.